Watching legends like Valentino Rossi riding their bikes on tracks sure gives us goosebumps. The roar of the engine, the aggressive stance, the speed and everything in between makes us want to be in the midst of the action. All those who follow track-specific races like MotoGP or Formula One must have thought to pursue their career as a professional racer, at least for once in their life. Well, we have collated all the prerequisites to become a professional racer, especially if you are from India. You should start by attending a motorbike manufacturer's training camp. Both Honda and Yamaha offer these camps twice a year, either at the Madras Motor Racing Track in Chennai or at the Kari Moto Speedway. Not only will you be relatively well versed in the complexities of racing after completing the training session, but you will also receive a certificate to prove to the world that you are indeed ready to race. What is the significance of this? If you want to compete in a race, you'll need an FMSCI license. People with two-wheeler civil licenses are entitled to apply straight for this. If you don't have a two-wheeler license, you will need one for the member club of the FMSCI to attest that they have seen you ride and that you know what you're doing on a motorcycle. The FMSCI isn't likely to hesitate to issue you a license once you have received clearance from a member club. Of course, it's all a bit convoluted. Instead, you might enroll in racing school, obtain the necessary certificate from Honda or Yamaha, and then present it to the FMSCI, where you will almost certainly receive your racing license. To apply for an FMSCI license, minors will need signed consent from their parents as well as picture ID verification from their parents. Once again, the most secure option is to participate in a one-make race. Honda, Yamaha and TVS are three motorcycle manufacturers who now host one-make events as support races to the two-wheeler National Racing Championship. The concept is simple. You pay an entry fee and turn up to the racetrack with your FMSCI approved helmet and racing gear. You could opt to rent racing leathers at the track as well. After a few one-make races, you are likely to have made a decision. Either you will be content with what you have accomplished and be relieved to race out of your system, or you will discover you are hooked. Even if you are hooked, there is a good possibility you will become a gentleman racer who only goes to the track when he has free time. The occasional racer with real talent and desire will decide to pursue racing as a career, and the next step for him would be to compete in the two-wheeler National Racing Championship. You will also need a motorcycle, a technician, and a good understanding of the sporting regulations. The occasional racer with real talent and desire will decide to pursue racing as a career, and the next step for him would be to compete in the two-wheeler National Racing Championship. You will also need a motorcycle, a technician, and a good understanding of the sporting regulations. Once you have decided to pursue your career in racing, you'll need to attend school. Racing school, to be precise, at the Kari Motor Speedway in Coimbatore. Indy Motorrad hosts the TWO riding school. This track school is affiliated with Overdrive. Every year, usually 4 sessions are held. Apex Racing is another institution that offers specialized training for bikers with racing ambitions. While we haven't attended their academy, we have heard nothing but amazing things about it. It's led by a group of 2 racing aficionados, some of whom have previous racing experience. Then there is CSS, also known as California Superbike School, as it's known. Yes, the same school of the riding founded by the great Keith Code and from whom riders like Wayne Rennie graduated. If you have heard of CSS, there's a good chance you are a rider who wants to go there, and if you haven't, there's a good chance that you're a rider who needs to go there. Each year in January, the school travels to India to train a chosen group of kids at the Madras Motor Racing Track for a few days. India is a huge pool of talent. India has money, resources, and the kind of talent it requires to shine in the motorsports world. All it needs is good training schools and a push from society. Who knows, the next Valentino Rossi could be from India.